call Rupert Lowe.
Thank you, Mr. Mundell. It's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship. The ECHR, what does it actually mean for British people? Let's go through a few examples, shall we? A convicted Sri Lankan sex offender allowed to stay in Britain because he is gay and would be at risk of persecution if he was returned to his home country. I don't care.
Absolute chaos has erupted in Westminster. Rupert Lowe just unleashed a furious tirade, demanding mass deportations and accusing the government of betraying the British people. His words set off a shouting match across the chamber, with MPs standing, shouting, and the speaker desperately calling for order. The clip is already going viral, and every
drug dealer was jailed twice, allowed to stay in Britain after claiming his removal would breach his right to a family life. I don't care. A Zimbabwean jailed for killing a man in a car crash. Can I continue? No. A Zimbabwean jailed for killing a man in a car crash, allowed to stay in Britain after it was discovered he had an illicit love child. I don't care. A convicted Indian paedophile allowed to stay in Britain by claiming the move would harm his children. I don't care. An Albanian criminal was allowed to...
Everyone's talking about it. It all began during a heated debate on immigration. Rupert Lowe, known for his blunt style, rose from his seat with a folder full of notes and anger written all over his face. He started listing examples that he said proved Britain's deportation system is broken. A convicted Sri Lankan sex offender allowed to stay because he is gay and would face persecution if sent home. I don't care. A Jamaican drug dealer jailed twice, allowed to stay because of his so-called right to a family life. I don't care. A Zimbabwean killer still living in Britain despite taking a man's life. I don't care. Each time he repeated those three words, the chamber grew louder. Some MPs cheered, others shouted in disgust. And when he finally slammed his papers down and declared that Britain's compassion had been taken for granted, the entire room erupted. The speaker called for calm, but the damage was done. Lowe's comments instantly divided the House. Some MPs accused him of heartlessness and bigotry. Others called him a patriot for daring to say what many are too afraid to. On social media, the reaction was immediate. Hashtags like #deportation_debate and #RupertLowe began trending. The clip spread like wildfire. Supporters praised his courage, calling him the voice of common sense. Critics, meanwhile, said his rant was dangerous, irresponsible, and a step backward for Britain's image on the global stage. Behind the noise, Lowe's message was simple. He believes that anyone who commits a serious crime while in the UK should lose the right to stay. No appeals, no excuses. He accused the justice system of putting the rights of offenders above the safety of ordinary citizens. And he promised to push for emergency legislation to fast-track deportations of convicted criminals. But opposition MPs and human rights advocates quickly hit back. They accused Lowe of ignoring Britain's international obligations and oversimplifying complex cases. One Labour MP called his speech a disgraceful outburst. Another said, "This is not leadership. This is populism wrapped in cruelty." Outside Parliament, the public was just as divided. Supporters flooded comment sections with praise. Finally, someone with the guts to speak up, one viewer wrote. Others were furious, calling his remarks shameful and inhumane. Meanwhile, whispers inside Westminster suggest that Lowe's own party leadership is uneasy about the fallout. Some sources say disciplinary discussions are already underway. But when reporters caught up with Lowe outside Parliament, he stood his ground. "I stand by every word," he said. "The British public deserves honesty." This fiery moment has reopened one of Britain's most explosive debates. How far should the country go in balancing compassion with justice? Should foreign offenders be deported automatically, or does every case deserve a hearing? Rupert Lowe's speech may have been brutal, but it's forced the issue back into the spotlight. And with an election on the horizon, immigration is once again shaping up to be a defining battle in British politics. So what do you think? Was Rupert Lowe telling the hard truth, or did he go too far? Is Britain being too soft on offenders, or too harsh in the name of politics? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more breaking political stories, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay skeptical.
Subscribe my channel, latest videos and political updates.
Thanks for watching.